deter, distract, detect, to pull, what's the word? What is the word? Oh, God, I can't remember the word. Welcome to Classroomology 101. I am your resident veteran teacher, Kate, and as always, I'm super pumped that you're here, and if you're new, well, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us, and I already know, I keep promising that I'm gonna get videos up faster than a week at a time, but I'm busy. And sometimes it's hard to sit down in front of the camera, and sometimes I am tired. The other day went to bed at 3 p.m. woke up at 7 a.m. Totally not even kidding. And then the next day went to bed at 5 p.m. and woke up at 7 a.m. Teaching is tiring. And so YouTube's been a little bit on the back burner. But I'm here today because, well, we're going to continue on with this alphabetical advice journey. And before we get to that, of course, my birthday's coming up, and you know what we should do for my birthday? We should blow right past that 1,000 subscribers. We're like knocking on it. Is that even a knock? Wait. I got it on the third try, and we're so close, and that would be such a really amazing birthday present, and I feel like I'm kind of begging for it, but hey, if it works, I don't care. So we're going to continue on with this alphabetical advice journey, and so we're going to go ahead and take a look at the letter R. And before I can tell you what R is, because that's how I do it, that's how we do it in this reality television series suspense drama thing that I've got going on. And so we're going to go ahead and recap. A was for administration. B was for balance. C was for change. D for documentation. E for evaluation. F for focus. G for grading. H for happy hour. I for inquiry. J for joy and jealousy. K for kindness. L for listen. M for music and motivation. N for negu and notice. O for organization. My video on P was for parents. Q was for quality, and we've made it to the letter R. So, drum roll. R is for recognition. Now, I need to kind of give you the backstory on why this word is so important. And I don't really know how many years ago this started, so I'm just gonna say 8 years ago, because why not? And so 8 years ago at my school, they started to give an end of the year award to certain teachers for different things: teacher of the year, leadership, program development, things like this. And they also have awards for our classified staff and all of this. And it's a wonderful way to recognize teachers for the hard work. And so the first year, I really wanted to win. I was like sales pitching it. I was going up to teachers and like, you should vote for me for this award because da da da. And in the first year, like, nobody really was like vying for this but me, because if you don't know, what you don't know is I'm kind of competitive, so I like to win. And I have 7 field day trophies, yeah. So anyway, let me refocus myself here. And so I was like going around, and I didn't win the first year, but my very good friend won, and I was super excited, but also disappointed that I didn't win, because I thought, well, I work really hard and I do all those things, and how come I didn't get recognized? And then the next year I didn't win, and then the next year I didn't win, and then it started to negatively affect myself, because I was holding myself to a standard that really I shouldn't have been holding myself to, because the awards, while they're great to recognize people, it doesn't take away from me as a teacher, and it doesn't take away from all of the amazing things that I'm doing in the classroom. But that was how I was kind of looking at them, right? Like, well, why am I not being recognized? And it really, really started to bother me. And so for the next, 3 or 5 years, well, okay, so like for the next 3 years, I really got down on the fact that I was not being recognized. And it put me into a place that I didn't like. And it wasn't until a couple years ago that I kind of had to dig deep within myself to kind of really figure out why this was bothering me so much. And what I was able to pull out of this situation is that other people's successes don't what's the word? What is the word? Oh God, I can't remember the word. But it doesn't lessen, I'm just gonna use a different word. It doesn't lessen or diminish, maybe that was the word. It doesn't lessen or diminish myself as a teacher. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty amazing. I'm pretty good at what I do. And so I really made a resolve that, one, I hope I never get nominated. And being a competitive person, when I tell people that, they're like, yeah, right. And I'm like, no, I'm serious. Because I came to this kind of resolve where I was at peace and happy for others' successes. And so I had to really think about that. Was it the recognition of others that was important? Or was it the matter of just getting something that I wanted? And I realized that I don't have to have my name on a plaque to get that recognition. I get that all the time. I get that when students come up and give me a hug. I get that when, I have a parent say, wow, my child was hoping they would get you because they want to become a good writer, and you're the teacher with the writing reputation. And that is such important recognition, and it's far more valuable to me than having my name on a plaque. Those are the things that resonate with me. And so about the time that I had kind of decided that it was no longer so important for me to have my name on some kind of, this plaque, I really started to think about my students. Now, at this time, I was recognizing them. I would send an email here and there, or I would recognize them in class in front of the other students, or I would say, oh, so-and-so did really well on their test, or oh my God, look at this. But outside of the classroom, that recognition wasn't being heard by the community, right? By the other teachers, by the other students, by the parents, by the admin, well, sometimes the admin. And so I really made a concerted effort that each child would get some form of recognition. And the way that I do this is I do it a lot of times in class so the others can see it. A lot of times I'll send an email home and I'll ask the student, who do you want on that email? Do you want the principal on it? Do you want your parents on it? Do you want the other teachers on it? Who would you like me to add? So they're being recognized not only in their own personal community, but also in their school community. And then when I can, I shout it out to the entire school and just say, look at what my student is doing. And that recognition, it is so motivating for their students. And it's not anything that they specifically ask for. It's something that I give when they're least expecting it. And a lot of times there are kids who think, well, I'm never gonna get recognized because I'm not either top of the class, or I'm a struggling writer, or like whatever it may be. And those kids specifically are the ones that I really hone in on first. I'm gonna recognize all my students. I keep lists of who I've written, emails to. I actually even write each of my students a card thanking them for something that they've done, or just thanking them for being them and coming to school every day with a positive attitude, or whatever it may be. But recognizing children and even your coworkers, but recognizing people for the things that they're doing on the day-to-day is so empowering and so motivating. And it really just builds that relationship that will be a positive one that will continue. I have students, and I mean, again, not tooting my horn, but you know, I have students and their parents have told me, you know, I work with one of them, and I had her son, gosh, 11 years ago, and she asked her son, who was your favorite teacher in your entire, like, not just elementary, who was your favorite teacher? And he said, me. And she goes, no, not just in elementary. I mean, like, elementary, junior high, high school. And he said, me. To me, that piece of recognition and my coworker telling me that literally made, like, my week. And it's those little things that tell me what I'm doing as a teacher is right, and telling me that I need to just keep on building those relationships with my kids. And one of the greatest ways to do that is to recognize them, even if it's something small that they've done, if it's something big, if they just made a success. So my advice to you is to really focus on recognizing your students, because they are doing so many wonderful things every single day. And I can tell you that when you recognize them, they are going to come in a much better mood. They're going to work hard for you, and really they're going to remember you as a person who, as a teacher who saw them. And I think that's probably one of the best things that I can leave you with. I'm a little choked up about it, because I think back to all of the students that I've had, and I would really sincerely hope that each and every one would say that I've made a positive difference in their lives. And if I haven't, don't leave the comment if you're one of my former students. Anyway, you guys, I don't know, I'm like a little out of sorts. I've not done this in a while, so I hope that made sense. If it did, subscribe. If you like birthdays, subscribe. If you like long hair, subscribe. If you like teachers, subscribe. I mean, I don't know what I'm hinting at here, but subscribe. Anyway, you guys, up next is the letter S, and is the letter S. It's the letter S. I hope that's an S. If not, power to the people, man. And yeah, and S is gonna be a collab video, guys. I'm like super excited about this collab video, because it's somebody that I like. Really, I think she's amazing. I think she's a great YouTuber, and I'm really excited for it. All right, you guys, so make your guesses, and even if I'm not done with this alphabetical advice journey, I have a special homework video that is coming out very soon. I know a lot of times people want to know about homework, so keep your eye out for it. It'll be kind of towards the end of October. It's just the most amazing homework assignment that every single teacher should be doing. And that's it for me, I think. Oh, also guys, listen, I'm an artist, if you didn't know. And I probably am going to be selling art soon, so like kind of be on the lookout for that. Follow me on Instagram. I'm growing on the gram, man. I'm like really excited, totally growing on the gram. I'm like 634. I mean, who would have known? I'm the sleepy teacher. And you know, you can follow me on Twitter, all those good places. Like, hit up my socials. So, anyway, at this point, I'm rambling, which is also an R word, so I mean, why not? Don't forget, recognize those kids, subscribe. All right, guys, I'm out. Bye.